Boy, it's been a while since I've tried to do something like this. Cool. All right, let's get something going. I'm also curious because I'm trying to stream in 4K. Am I streaming in 4K? Who knows? Also, I'm gonna record too. Can I record at the same time? Is that crazy? Guess we're gonna find out. All right. Getting set up with a live video. Yeah, looks like it's live. Do I see myself? Do something like this. Great. Okay, cool. All right, I'm watching the chat. If anyone wants to say anything at any point. All right, I'll just throw these up. Throw up the link. Get some folks coming to say hi. And I've got like 1 hour till my next meeting, so we'll see what we can do in that time. But yeah, if you join here, go ahead and okay, here we go. Yeah, if you want to say hi, say hi. Let me know also if the stream feels steady or not. Again, haven't really done this in a while, so things could be glitchy. I don't know. Maybe I'm too loud. Maybe I'm too quiet. Let's find out. Say hi. Boy, social media is exhausting. All right. As far as I can tell, the stream is working. I look a little bit dark. I'm trying to do like an HDR thing, which I guess if you've got HDR, cool. Yeah, and the stream seems to be 1440p. Okay. And yeah, let's do it. I got 1 hour here. Let's find out what happens. So quick introduction, especially for anyone who watches the replay of this and might not know who I am. My name's Alex. I run an Unreal Engine studio in New York City called Agile Lens Immersive Design. We mostly do work with virtual reality and things like that. And I also teach a lot of Unreal Engine, often in partnership with Epic Games. I've created a lot of courses for them and taught maybe, 300 different courses for a wide variety of cool people, CD Projekt Red, etc. And yeah, I run the Unreal Engine New York City meetup group. I'm the main organizer now. Thanks, James O'Loughlin, for that. And what else? Yeah, I have the only authorized training center for Unreal Engine in Manhattan. So I guess I'm saying all this to establish a couple bona fides and be like, yeah, I know a couple things about Unreal Engine. And I know there's been like a little bit of, maybe this is a bad Unreal Engine game. Maybe it's poorly optimized. Maybe Unreal Engine is a big problem. Is the game loading? I thought I hit play. Yeah, it says running. Okay, we'll give it a second to start up here. Yes. Come on. So yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit for the next hour about how this all feels. If I think it's working well. There we go. Let's go full screen if we can. Get rid of our toolbar. Can we get rid of our toolbar? Full screen, Alt-Enter. That's not doing anything. In any case, yeah, I'm curious to see how this plays. Also, I should mention I'm a huge Kojima Metal Gear Solid fan. I played Metal Gear Solid when I was like 10 years old, 1998, something like that. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1. I had no idea video games could be so cinematic. I absolutely loved it and have kept up with everything Kojima has done since, including Death Stranding 2. And I don't play a lot of video games. I'm a busy guy running a company and stuff and running off to different places to speak at Unreal Fest and SIGGRAPH and things like that. SIGGRAPH, by the way, was super cool this year. Boy, it's taking a while to load. I've gotten used to PS5 where things just load so fast all the time. And of course, I can't do a direct comparison of the PC version here versus the PS5 version, but I don't know, maybe it runs faster on PS5. Good commentary, Alex. Yeah, maybe this thing doesn't run quite so slowly. I should also mention my specs. In fact, let me just pull up my my system specs real quick, just so you see some of that stuff. Yeah, we got an RTX 5090 in here. We've got 128 gigabytes of RAM, and where's all the stuff about like the CPU and all that? Embarrassing, I guess I haven't done this in a while. There we go. Ryzen 16 core processor, nice fast CPU, RTX 5090, you know, lots of RAM, DDR5, all that. Okay, come on, game. I promise it opened up when I first confirmed it could open up because I didn't want to waste anyone's time. Now it's kind of unhappy. What are we going to do, folks? Let me try quitting and opening it back up again. The classic stop it, then start it again. And I should mention, by the way, I've been trying to set this up for about an hour. It took till like 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for this to become available. Oh, look, it's recording. That's fun, I guess. I might want to turn that off if I want to save some resources here. Or whatever. I mean, fine. And then I won't record in OBS. I should have enough resources, 120 gigabytes of RAM, very fast CPU, RTX 5090, to be able to do all the things at once. But who knows? Maybe I can't. Okay, come on, let's go. Should be getting a little pop-up now about settings and whatnot. Yeah, that's not the same game. Oh, hey, Jay. Yeah, I have it because if you get the deluxe version, then they give it to you 48 hours early. I did the same thing with Death Stranding 2. I didn't do a live stream, but I did get access to it 48 hours early by paying the extra $10 or whatever it is. Wow, why won't the game open now? This is very strange. Do we got anything going on? Oh, there it goes. Okay. I don't know why that took like 15 minutes. Anyway, I was going to say it took till 9:15 until I got access to the game. Then I had to mess with a bunch of OBS settings. I had a deprecated codec. Like, I am out of practice with this stuff. Jay in the chat is a master of all this, so please do help me if I make bad mistakes. Now, this is one of the first things that I thought was pretty interesting. They don't give you a lot of granularity with your settings, you know, especially with Unreal Engine games. You often get a ton of options for, you know, are you going to use hardware traced lumen, software lumen? Are you going to use which anti-aliasing method do you want? What frame rate do you want? Do you want the uncapped frame rate? This is not a lot of choices, right? So it's also interesting that here they say processor 2060 for a graphics card. Here they say a 3080 for a graphics card. And then here, it doesn't even tell you what graphics card to use or like what the minimum should be. But I'm going to say high quality. Again, RTX 5090. This thing should work pretty well. I do have HDR going on this monitor. And in theory, if you've got an HDR monitor, maybe it works. I don't know how YouTube's going to function here. So I'm turning that on. Crash everything or something. Come back. Oh, it like messed up my my resolution. All right, I'll try to fix that in a second. That's interesting. Just turning on HDR messed up my resolution. Brightness, you can barely see the thing in the middle. Okay, I guess that'd be there. -1. All right, and then I'm just gonna have to fix the yeah, that's all fine. Then I just have to fix the resolution again. Enter. Konami. Yeah, this really messed up the stream. Just by enabling, oh, that is just a very stretched Unreal Engine logo. Yeesh. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, by the way, I love this game. I played it a ton in high school. Got subsistence right away. What a relief to have that better camera angle. I think the story is one of the cleanest of all the Kojima games. It's just very straightforward. All right, looks good so far. Please let me fix the resolution because the resolution, new item obtained. I love that sound. Hey, white tuxedo. In the first game, if you beat the game 3 times, you got to wear a tuxedo, and then the cyborg ninja, Gray Fox, actually looked like Spider-Man. He was red and blue. That was kind of cool. I don't think any of the games have given you a white tuxedo. That's kind of fun. Glasses, face paint, sunglasses, face paint, great. Battle dress. Oh, Peace Walker. Nice. I love Peace Walker too, by the way. Big fan of Peace Walker. Played it on PSP and the HD collection. Yeah, feel free to quiz me about Metal Gear Solid lore or something. Look at all this camo. Oh my god. Gold camo, crocodile suit, keratin mask. Keratin. I hope all the little keratin waka 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 guys are in here. I definitely spent time 100%ing them as a kid. All right. Now, before I do new game, let's fix our resolution, which changing HDR messed up. Graphics. Look at that. It went down to 1920 by 1080. Yes, let's do it at 640 by 480. I am curious if I can get this to play in my Steam Deck. That would be amazing. Come on. You can do it, game. Do it. Let's go high res. Do you want to keep your settings? Yes. Yes? Are we good? We're back. And we're back. All right. Okay, now there's there are more settings here now. Great. So there's the graphics presets. All right. So already this is better. So we've got upscaling quality, native performance. I'm going to say quality. Ultra depth of field on. Oh, and I got the filters. Yeah, action movie, bleach bypass. Nice. We'll play with those in a little bit. And then we have the legacy filter. Right. Okay. Let's get into it. But this is already good. I don't think you have these options on like PlayStation, so it's good to see that there are some other things we can do here. All right, let's get started with the game. I do like my subtitles on. Let's turn that on. In-game subtitles on, just everywhere. Oh, actually, that's interesting. I don't think the game, in the past, the game hasn't done that. That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna leave it on. Maybe I'll see something new. That's kind of interesting. You know what? Yeah. Sure. I might, here's the thing. Sometimes when you have subtitles on, you realize that a line that you thought was one way is actually different. I was listening to a James Bond podcast not that long ago, where at the beginning, after James Bond gets his second kill, he gets asked by Snake versus Monkey. Yes. He gets asked by the guy who he's about to kill. Sorry, it's the first kill. The second guy he's about to kill is like, hey, your contact, how did he die? And Bond says, not well. And on the podcast, someone was like, yeah. And then he says, in a well, because, you know, he drowns in a sink. Anyway, sometimes having subtitles on, I like MGS5. Yeah, I like everything. Sure. What's that going to do? Oh, that gives me additional things. Yeah, subtitles are great. This is interesting. So depending on which of these you answer, which, by the way, many of the games have had a question like this, it's never given you a new thing. All right, so I'm not even gonna look at these because I do like all the games, but I'm curious what it gives you. Uniform grenade, face national flags, bandana. I mean, infinite ammo? Is that gonna give me infinite ammo? Mummy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Peace Walker, great. I like all the MGS games. Let's just do Peace Walker because I'm curious if it's gonna give me infinite ammo the first time I'm playing through the game. That would be wild. All right, definitely the new style. I mean, the legacy style. I'm glad they give this to you, but it was rough to try to maintain the overhead camera from MGS1 and MGS2 when there's like guys in the forest in front of you and you can't see them. So we're gonna do this, and hopefully I'll pick up the controls pretty quickly. We'll go normal for now. And then, yeah, because I want to see how they do the motion detector and the active sonar and all that. That's easy to give you. It gives you the easy gun, silent tranquilizer with infinite ammo. That's fine. All right. I don't think I need any tips. I'm just gonna say hi tips for now. Yeah. Thank you for the summary. That's helpful. All right. Okay. Let's get started. Metal Gear Solid 3.
After the end of World War II,
David Hayter.
The world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
It's like the perfect balance of cheesiness and James Bond, also big influence on this game, and it's just epic and there's great music, great cutscenes. I'm glad they keep all of Kojima's original direction because I do think he has an excellent eye for where to place the camera, except when he's being a pervert. But you know, there wasn't too much of that in Death Stranding too, which I appreciated. But I'm kind of happy this is mostly a one-to-one remake. I would have been happy if they added like bonus things on top of everything else, just if they wanted to do something with, you know, multiplayer or co-op or whatever, which, by the way, Metal Gear Solid 3 did have multiplayer back in the day, but on his subsistence. But in any case, very happy. Looks good so far. Ooh, all those controls remind me of SIGGRAPH.
20 minutes to drop off.
Tiramisu demo. And yes, by the way, I'm going to just talk through all this because I'm so familiar with these cutscenes. I'm going to comment on the visuals here. But the cockpit in the Tiramisu demo was so sharp. It was the highest quality VR I've ever seen. And I look forward to trying this out with the UE VR injector and seeing how that feels. It looks good. I love that a good remaster, it basically just looks the way you remember a game looking. Like, you know, yeah, sure, I believe back in 2004, like,
Put
I
out
saw
that
Snake's
cigar.
fingernails.
Connecting
and all that.
oxygen hose to interior
His
connector.
hair looks a little plasticky here.
Put on your mask.
Look fine. Put on your mask. This kind of reminds me of Mission Impossible with Henry Cavill there, right before he passes out during
Does
the
this
sailor film.
Pennywise know what he's doing?
Good insult.
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Okay, good. Oh, that's a nice looking little emissive material there. There we go. There's my high level Unreal Engine commentary. There's probably a slight emissive multiplier on the
Depressurization
material
complete.
graph there.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
I'm also just very curious, do we think all the lighting is baked? Is there anything going on at the time? Oh, I should probably be looking at frame rate. You know what though? Here's the thing. Like,
Sunrise.
I don't care about frame rate unless I notice there's something wrong with frame rate. So far, so good. This looks great. Interesting that they don't do the cutscenes in 16:9.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
Love this music. Eric Rex.
You'll be
So
falling
this is
at
after
130
Metal Gear
miles per hour.
Solid 2.
Try not to get
By that
frostbite
point,
from
the
the
original
windshield.
Metal Gear Solid team had gotten into some
1 minute to
trouble
drop
because
off.
they realized
Move to the rear.
This is
was
one for the
actually too
history
close to an old Russian
World's
composer,
first
and you
Halo
can see the
game.
moment where people realize, like, oh no,
10
I'm gonna
seconds
get in
to drop
trouble.
off.
And so they
Stand
pretty
by.
much stopped using that theme around.
Status okay,
It's
all
but
green.
the new MGS 3
drop off.
Very great.
Countdown.
It's really
5,
excellent.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings and fly.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
The world's first Halo jump. So good. By the way, spoilers for future Metal Gear games. It's so good that somehow becomes one of the most evil people in the world, and you see none of that. And just suddenly you find out in Metal Gear Solid 4, like, yeah, he was terrible. He ruined the world. Original directed by Hideo Kojima. That's, I guess, a nice homage.
Jack, I've got some important news.
Oh, they do the
The head
little
of the
grain
CIA has
filter.
finally given us the
In the
green light for
post-process
the
volume,
virtuous
you go in
mission.
and you can crank up the
Virtual
grain
mission?
intensity, film rate
No,
intensity.
the
to get
virtuous
this
mission.
effect.
The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll
Not
be
a virtual
officially
mission, it's a
organized
real
into a
mission.
unit.
No VR missions.
Virtuous
in MGS3.
mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
MGS2
don't get
Substance
cocky,
had
this isn't
VR
a training
missions. MGS
Right.
1 had VR missions, and then
So what
also
exactly is this
Metal Gear
wonderful
virtual
mission?
reality missions.
Well,
thing. And then Death Stranding 2.
about
lots of
2
VR
years
missions.
ago,
How weird is it?
A
that
certain Soviet
Kojima
scientist
has not
requested asylum
released
in the West
anything
through one
in
of
VR,
our
not even a
molds.
tech demo, not even like a PT level. Like,
His name is
here's
Nikolai
just me messing with
Stepanovich
VR, which is
Sokolov.
this thing I've clearly been interested
head of
in
the
as far back as
OKB-754
Snatcher and
Design
Policenauts
Bureau,
and all these
one
other
of the
things.
Soviets' top secret weapon research facilities.
Oh, interesting. The game audio
And
is
the
twice
East's
as loud
foremost
as me. That's good to
expert
know.
on weapons
Thank
development.
You. Thank you for that comment.
Sokolov.
I'm gonna crank it down just a little bit so I'm not quite so quiet. Okay, cranking up my mic. And maybe it's a little better now. Whoop, I broke something there. Hold on. No, I don't want to return to the main menu. Let's keep doing the cutscenes. Thank you for letting me know my audio balancing was
That
off.
famous rocket scientist.
All right, let me know if
The
that's a
very
little
same.
better.
On April the 12th, 1961,
Oh, and it's Marshall. Okay, Marshall.
the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no
Same old
God.
stock footage.
Well spoken.
Did they upres it?
The rocket that carried
tell.
Yuri Gagarin
No.
to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster
gonna
used
pull my-
in that rocket. After Gagarin,
I was gonna pause it to do this. I was gonna say I just want to move my my face over here, so it looks like I'm actually looking at the game. Okay. Yeah.
Sokolov
Keep
left
going.
rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do
Love
you
that
want it
little
effect?
growl
It seems he'd
that,
become afraid of his own creations.
we get from David
Afraid?
Hernandez.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his
So they've got
conditions
like
was
a-
that his
like a
family was
blanket on.
also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just want to say there's no pixelation here, so
Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent.
they did something, of course, to this footage,
And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger.
because it was probably like, you know, 320 by 240 video footage in
October
2004.
16, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed
It's
forces on
amazing.
secondary
All these
alert.
years, I still think of this as like a very clean, straightforward plot line and everything, but Kojima just can't help but have these giant exposition dumps.
Frantic negotiations
I mean,
were
it
conducted
makes
with
history
US
fun,
Emergency
you know, to
Security
hear all this
Council
stuff,
and
to learn about it in these
and
contexts.
hair-trigger standard.
But boy,
Finally, on
you know,
October
you'd think you'd
28th,
want like the
Soviet
clean
Union
version
agreed to
of
remove its missiles
let's get
from
into the
Cuba.
action as quick as possible,
So the world
and this is all
avoided
background. You know,
nuclear
listen to this on the radio as part of a
But in order to get the
podcast.
Soviets to pull
In
the missiles
MGS5,
out,
they did a little bit more
we
of
had to
that,
make
but then
a
there were like no cutscenes in
The one where
MGS5.
the U.S. agreed to remove its
You need that
IRBMs
balance, right?
from Turkey.
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed
No,
in Turkey
Snake,
were
you
obsolete.
idiot.
And we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever
Hey,
to
Whit.
either the
How you
US
doing, buddy?
or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov.
So what did the Russians really
They wanted us
want?
to return Sokolov.
You mean
Wouldn't that be
Soviets
amazing
pulled
if
out of
I didn't
Cuba
remember
just to
that
get
this
their hands
cutscene
on
is actually
Sokolov?
an hour long, and I'm
That's
gonna
right.
have to sign off for my meeting and
hell
just be
was he
like, all
working
right,
on?
hope you guys enjoyed watching that
At the
cutscene
time,
with
we
me.
had no idea.
I don't think it's too much
We were
longer.
running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President
Looks good in
Kennedy
HDR
gave in
so
to
far.
Khrushchev's
I
demand.
don't know how well that comes across in
The next
everything else.
day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side.
I want this to
Sokolov
keep
kept on
playing while I
screaming,
mess with my
"Save me,"
OBS settings a
until he
little bit, but I
disappeared from
don't
my sight.
think I can do both at the same time. All I'm gonna do, okay, real quick. Just gonna change my chroma key here. We might even end up skipping the cutscene a bit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It doesn't look like I'm getting. You know, I'm just gonna duplicate this guy. Doesn't look like I set up any kind of alpha channel on here. Filters, chroma key, opacity 100. Better, maybe. Okay. Back to Sokolov. Yeah.
A month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
Okay, you know what? No, I'm skipping it. Sorry. I know what happens here. There's nothing important. Let's get to the jump. Let's dive right in. Okay, yeah, here we go. Back to the action. We gotta go rescue Sokolov. We have a very straightforward mission. He's a scientist, you know, dangerous guy, knows important things. Let's go rescue him. Nice cloth physics. Only his left leg, though. That's interesting. Yeah. Nice convolution bloom coming out of the sky there. I wonder what kind of EXR kernel is being used. Oh, and I can move the camera around. Yeah, oh, I can do the first person view. They did that in the original MGS3. Nice view, falling. Yeah, we get some good cloth physics there.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete,
Trying to see
we'll
if
be
his hair's
facing a
moving
major
at all.
crisis. The clock is ticking.
Yeah. See, I wanted to feel a little bit more of the tension there
Once
on him.
we've
You didn't
confirmed the
quite get
rescue of
that.
Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that
I
point.
can see my house from here.
Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes.
I also love the idea that
Once it's
in the middle
complete,
of,
gunship's arm
you
will
know,
latch onto the balloon
wind
and pull
blasting
it up.
through your ears and all that, you're just
Surface air
receiving all
recovery
this really
system.
basic
I'm
information
familiar with the theory.
that, in theory, you talked about
Take it
before
easy.
as well.
It's been combat proven.
Do you
They made
think
Zero look a
Sokolov is
little
up to
more
it?
like intense, like more
The
gruff,
shock will be less
like a
than
battle-hardened
during a parachute jump, and the arm
general,
will
which I
have
guess he
over
is.
500 pounds.
But I feel like he had like a
So you're
softer,
planning on going over the border in a single combat tower?
gentler affectation before.
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons.
Let's
as
go
well as
through
two
lots of
40mm
detail about
machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own
Paramedic
against a
looks
battalion
good.
of tanks.
She looks pretty much exactly
Even
the way
with the
I
fuel in the
expect.
reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit.
4
If all goes
hours.
well, it
All right,
shouldn't
well, I
take
got a
more than a
40-minute
few
time limit here, so let's see what we do.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner.
Yeah, and
breakfast,
Whit, you're right.
all
In
the rest of your
MGS4,
meals
we
in the
definitely had, I think there's one cutscene that was like 90 minutes or something, like on its own. Maybe the one with the finger blasters. Yeah, thanks, Ocelot. I could never figure out if that was showing that his parachute had something wrong with it, or if that's actually part of like the way parachute was supposed to work back then to, I don't know, help with airflow or whatever. It's just interesting that it's kind of inconsistent. By the way, the haptics so far, great, amazing. They feel excellent. I do kind of wish I got the DualSense PS5 experience, but right before the cliff. Oh, I wonder if they've got Secret Theater. Secret Theater, by the way, was all these amazing like bloopers basically in the game, in the original MGS 3, including that moment where he just lets go a little too late and then just falls off the cliff and he dies. And Secret Theater was great, and I don't think they did it in any other games. Yeah, good little lens flare here. Really curious how this will look with the UE VR injector, especially things like lens flare and any kind of lens effects can look bad. Although I think some of that gets disabled automatically now. Ooh, again, convolution bloom. Yeah, love the slow motion reveal. By the way, slow motion in Unreal Engine, very easy to do. Time dilation, just crank that down to 0.2. Yeah, Snake looks good. Snake looks good on my 4K monitor here. I like it. Trees look good. Do we think they're using nanite? I mean, definitely not the latest nanite foliage stuff that like CD Projekt Red is doing, but I wonder if we've got standard LODs or nanite.
Copy. You're already in enemy territory.
Yeah,
Might be
yeah.
listening in. From
Glad
here
we got
on
our
out, we'll
fast
be
forward
using
button.
code names to refer to each other.
Okay, I'm gonna skip through some of this. Although I do like that we get these different
Naked
photos.
Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention
I-
your real name.
Just a moment here though to be like, you know, when you're flipping through these images, like, what is the equivalent of that? Is Snake looking at a radio? He's not looking at a radio, but like, does he have photos of the person he's talking to? And he's just like, yeah, that's Zero. Like, the diegetic version of how this all gets incorporated has always been a bit of a mystery to me, because he's clearly just talking to the thing in his ear. But
Call me
yeah,
Major Tom.
Major Tom. Major Tom to ground control.
You must not
Okay.
be seen. This guy-
Yep, snake. Lost in a tree. Go get your backpack. This was also in the Metal Gear Solid 3 demo that came on like a PlayStation magazine demo disc or something like that. Yeah, this whole opening sequence. All right, let's just take a moment to say, hey, Unreal Engine, how you doing? All right, we got depth of field. Controls feel pretty responsive. All right. I'm also curious if we're using the the gameplay ability system. You know, so we got like some smoother stops and starts. You know, how does this compare to the third-person controller that you get out of the box in like the third-person template in Unreal? It's pretty good. I feel like and he's you know, there's little changes in terrain height, and it feels like he's staying on top of the terrain. Oh, we got like little leaves crunching under us. Look at that. Scattering a few leaves as we walk. Hey, that's a nice detail. I don't know if I've really seen that. A little bit of dust as I walk. I'm just going to be here for the next 40 minutes, by the way, just taking little baby steps and walking around. Yeah, so far so good. Frame rate feels fine so far. I mean, it's just me alone in a bit of a field. Nice light shafts there coming through the trees. Hey, Snake. Do we have a photo mode, by the way? I don't even know. None of the buttons. Oh, stand tall. Stand tall? Right, I forgot about there's like the tiptoe stuff. Yeah, and then if I had a weapon, like it'd be a way I could like peek over a ledge or something. Yeah, it's gonna take me a second to figure out these more modern controls and how we're merging that with the old method. Yeah, the hair looks good. A little bit kind of reminds me of Nikolaj Coster-Waldau or whatever, the actor from Game of Thrones, plays Jaime Lannister. A little bit of his hair there. Yeah. And I'm not seeing any lumen artifacts yet. I bet the lighting is baked. I bet these are stationary lights. I sincerely doubt that if I were to stand here for the next 10 minutes that we would see the lights change a little bit. I mean, yeah, and we can see movable shadows. Stationary lights can do that. Any kind of movable object, for those who don't know, can cast a real-time shadow with stationary lights. But I bet the lighting is baked, which is a bit of a challenge in a big open world area. Though the game gives the impression of open world, it's actually pretty linear. Can I climb up there? No. It'd be nice if there were, like, I don't know, a couple little new secret areas. Let's try crouching. How do I crouch now? Let's see. Oh, I can still do the roll. That's nice. Still done with triangle. That's interesting. I guess I would have expected that to be done with X. That's a pretty good feeling roll. Oh, and I got like leaves stuck to me. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Oh, and then it kind of falls off. That's a nice touch. Sorry, this is what I'm interested in. If you want to watch someone just play the game, there's, I'm sure, 1,000 other streams doing that right now. I'm interested in these little, Niagara particle effects and the way that the particles interacting with the character model and the skeletal mesh and what kind of physical animation system we got going on here. Yeah, and the leaves look good. That's interesting there. So that's what would be doing that. That could be a material effect, the way that we kind of start to blend out of what we see. See how the leaves become transparent? Like, that's super handy. And I know other games have done that too. I hadn't thought about until this moment, like, how exactly you do that in Unreal. Like, maybe a material parameter collection that starts to bring down the opacity and cranks up, like, some dithering as you get closer to the leaves. Yeah. This is a good-looking game. I'm really happy with how nice this looks. I don't know how well the full resolution comes across during this stream. Yeah, and Whit mentions that it looks like there's displacement on the ground textures as well. Yeah, the ground looks great. I mean, there's clearly some actual particles on it. I wish I could get even closer to the ground. But yeah. Yeah, it's crazy that they fit this on a DVD for PS3. No, it's PS2. This was a PS2 game, Marshall. This is 2004. PS2. Yeah, no, yeah, Whit... Blue. Oh, I'm sorry. We were talking about MGS4. Yes, MGS4. Funny though. I mean, quick thing about MGS4. They make a crack because in Metal Gear Solid 1, you had to jump between the two different discs to get further in the game, and they make a crack in Metal Gear Solid 4. Oh, and I almost died. I don't know what the pull-up button is and what the drop button is. Oh wait, it's gonna tell me. Okay, climb. Yeah. So don't press B. Don't press B. Okay. In MGS4, they make a crack about how, like, oh, Snake, it's time to change the disc. Wait, we're on PlayStation 4 and Blu-ray, and we don't need to do that. Which was a ballsy thing to say, considering in MGS4, every time you reached a new act of the game, you had to wait like 30 minutes for it to install all the necessary things to the hard drive to bring you to the next act, which was kind of ridiculous. Oh, can I punch, kick? Oh, I can crouch. That's how I crouch. Okay, give me those sweet, sweet mushrooms. How do I punch? How do I punch? Is it going to be... Okay, that's my first person. Yeah, give me the mushrooms. Oh, I love it still turns into a can. Instant canned mushrooms. All right. Oh, can I get them here too? Yeah. Oh, I don't know if the mushrooms were on vertical surfaces before. That's kind of exciting. By the way, at the bottom, you can see my stamina, my life, my camo index. I can't remember the last time a game showed you your life at the bottom. Could be wrong, though. Okay, let's crouch. Let's get under here. So in the original MGS3, when you would crouch, you'd actually immediately go into a first-person view. This is kind of interesting. It maintains the third-person view, but you kind of see like the top of Snake's head. Okay, I feel like that might obstruct my view sometimes, but it does give me this nice view of angry Snake in the grass or whatever. Cool. All right. Oh, yeah, let's see how the grass feels. Okay, so the grass is definitely clipping through me a little bit. Yeah, see, there we go. We got a blade coming through my shoulder there. But let's just make sure it moves. Yeah, I mean, it definitely moves. It moves as we go down. Oh, boy, this is tough, though. Like, I got to see where I'm going. I need a way to zoom out here. I can do left shoulder, right shoulder. But, yeah, all right. Okay, so, spoiler alert, without even looking, I can tell you, my backpack is up here. Because I've played this 500,000 times. See, I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to climb. Derp. Climbing feels good. Get my backpack. Derp. Oh, don't fall, Snake. Hey, what's that? I don't think I've seen that there before. Is that in the original game? Anyway, here's my backpack. And now time for another 40 minutes of cutscene. Yeah. Just kidding.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
Sure did, Major Zero. All right, and then he's going to give me a bunch of tutorials about how to use my backpack, which maybe I do need to listen to again, but I just got to get back into the game here. Sorry if this is your first time seeing the game. You're going to miss important story details.
It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
I love how nerdy. So you have Mei Ling and Paramedic, who were both very much avatars for Kojima's love of movies. Oh, the boss.
You didn't need me anymore.
Lori Allen,
But there were still so
great
many
voice
things I
actor.
wanted you to
She's also in like
say.
Family Guy and Simpsons and things like that.
I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques.
But she's really good in this.
I taught
Yeah.
you all I could. The rest
I
you
didn't
needed
love
to
the
learn
original
on your
character
own.
model they made for her for this.
Sure.
They
What about
changed
how to
it. They
think
fixed
like
it
a
though.
soldier?
I think it's much better
How
now.
to think like a soldier? I can't teach you
The
that.
boss.
A soldier needs to be strong in spirit.
This feels
body,
like
and technique.
something that would have been
And
part
the
of their
only thing
very
you can
first
learn from
conversation,
someone else is
like
technique.
not
In fact,
whatever, 10
technique
years
doesn't
after they've been
exist.
working
And how
together.
that- yes,
A
no.
soldier? I can't teach you how to be a
but
soldier.
I
Fulfill your mission, Snake.
Oh,
That's the code.
Yes,
it's
but not
Mhm.
The boss.
my freak.
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now. This looks really good. This is a good looking game. The
commencing
fabric
virtuous mission now.
looks great. I wonder if they used any of the MetaHuman SDK audio to face stuff, which was revealed at Unreal Day Belgrade. I got to hang out with the 3 Lateral team back in October, and they did the Blue Dot MetaHuman demo and showed an amazing, they're translating other audio into the face. I bet that could have saved them a lot of time. I'm sure Konami wants the same time and money. That is a weird, it looks just very weird the way he's holding both of those. I don't know. That's, I don't know. Maybe that's correct. I'm not a soldier, but just the fact that he's standing there like, feels a little bit weird. In any case, I was going to say, if they did the audio to MetaHuman audio SDK stuff to get all the mouth movements better, I actually would not be surprised, and that would be a very easy way to save some time and money. Okay, I got my sleepy pistol. Let's get a snaky. Now, realistically, I'd have to shoot him in the head, but probably anything's fine. Wow, that was a big reaction. Nice physics simulation. All right, so then I can release him later. I can scare someone. I can, capture an animal alive. I can eat him. This is called Snake Eater. What's my punch, kick? Give me that mushroom. Ugh. Kick over here. He's not kicking with his left foot. He only kicks with his right foot. There we go. All right, added more to my canned food. I want to find out how to get up there. I don't know if that was a thing before. Might drive me a little bit crazy. Maybe I just have to go a little bit farther to get in there. Yeah, I like the way it becomes like Letterbox when you're about to go into a new scene. I did wonder for the remaster if they were just going to make this all more continuous. But no, it's okay. It's okay. They kept it linear. I don't mind. Man, little leaves falling. Dead leaves. Green leaves. Again, I do want to emphasize, this is very pretty. This looks great. Maybe even better than what my 17-year-old memory in 2004 thought this looked like. 17-year-old memory. I was 17 years old when I played the game in 2004. How old is my memory of it now? How old am I? I guess it would be a 21-year-old memory now. Yeesh, I am getting old. Okay, so that's the cover system. That's a little bit awkward. Make noise. Nope. That would not make noise. Sorry. All right. Collision. Whoa. Dive. So if you hold down the triangle or Y button, you stay prone. If you just tap it up, then you swing. All right, so I remember these guys. They don't go down very easily. Oh, I still want to find Bug. Oh, God, the guy's right there. Jeez. Yeah, he's going to knock me over. Hey, guys. They're not crocodiles. They're not alligators. They are something else that I can't pronounce. I just want to look at you closely. And I don't think you can actually bring them down. But let's take a moment just to... Oh, look, I'm sinking. Yes, you can actually sink and die in the mud. Ooh. We got some good good displacement there. That feels pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Go into the water. Hey, this all looks great. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh God, I'm going to drown. No, I got too excited about it. I really thought I was going to make it out before that happened. Yeesh. Okay, Snake is dead. Snake, you've created a time paradox. All right, back here. That compass is kind of interesting. I can't remember if we had a compass like that before. But yeah, it tells me where I need to go, where north is. Oh, man, I still really want to know what the item was over there. I'll have to come back for it sometime. All right, let's try to progress a little bit further through the game. Yeah, we got some birds. I can shoot the birds, by the way. They're pretty hard to all capture. Some of them are pretty rare. Okay, and of course I got my beehive over there, which is a great way to freak out various soldiers. And I don't think I can do anything about these guys, but let's give it a shot. I don't think this is going to work. Right in the mouth? Sorry, dude. Oh, one shot? Really? Okay, but I can't, like, capture him or anything. I can wake him up. Ready? Oh, yep, and he's awake. He's awake. Move, move, move. Okay. Yeah, so I can make him sleep for a second, but that's it. Bug juice. Yeah, now, of course, if I had my thermal goggles, I could very easily see all the things that I could grab in the scene. Okay, so I got these three guys I got to watch out for. Let's go ahead and shoot that. Make our way across. Because honey, for those who don't know, also good for medicinal purposes. So there's some, ointment in there too. Oh, faster, Snake. Faster. There we go. Didn't drown that time. It's one of the keratins. Oh, they made them look like ducks now. They were green before, which actually made them harder to see. I'm sorry, did you just light on fire? More ammo. And they make it spin around. Okay, that is the first creative license I've seen in the game so far. That is different. Before they were like, waka, 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 and they would just kind of rock back and forth. I've actually got one of the guys in my office over here, but I'm too lazy to go get it right now. Let's keep progressing. Let's see how far we can get in the next 20 minutes. But so far, this looks great. I'm not seeing like any aliasing, no jaggies. Frame rate seems fine on a 5090. I guess if anything, I should be angry if the frame rate isn't fine on a 5090. But this all looks really, really good right now. I am happy with those light shafts and this grass. It feels like stiff, but I'm making my way through it. The sound effects are really nice, by the way. Very dynamic. And I like the fact that it is pretty linear, but it does feel more open worldy. Like if I didn't know exactly where to go, because I've played this game a bazillion times, it would feel more like, oh man, maybe I could go anywhere. I mean, the compass is kind of making it a little too easy as well. But, oh yeah, look at all those pores. Looking good, Snake. I'm guessing Snake has the metahuman DNA here. Yeah, look. There you go.
I've spotted two enemy
Two
soldiers.
enemy soldiers. They're carrying 6 sixers and pineapples. That's from Metal Gear Solid 1.
AK-47s.
What are pineapples?
Grenades.
Pineapples, I think, are actually grenades. When his son, his clone son, other Snake, Solid Snake, comments on the first soldiers he sees. I know, Snake. So for those who don't know, Metal Gear Solid started out as a game that was basically just working with the limitations of very early 1987 hardware. And so it was a sneaking game because it's, way too processor intensive to have too many bullets and soldiers and all that. Oh, I feel like there's something I could do back here. I can go back here for a second. I've been playing so much Death Stranding, and I keep wanting to double tap the left button to like scan the area, see what I can find. SVD, Dragonhouse Sniper Rifle, and a Snakey. I'm sorry, Snake. I don't like doing this. I do not believe in cruelty to animals, but it is a way to save some ammo. And notice I didn't tranquilize him. By the way, that was a very nice particle dissolve effect. and makes me feel less like I just murdered a helpless animal. But now, so I have that food can rot. I can eat it. Let's try eating it real quick. Let's see what happens when I eat. So, okay, so that's the wrong button. This one? Okay. Food, right? So, giant anaconda. Very nice. I just want to look at you. How do I just model viewer? There we go. Okay. I want to zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in. There we go. Giant anaconda. It wasn't that big. So I got a calorie mate. I got some Siberian ink caps. So let's eat. Oh, it's a hornet's nest. I thought it was a bee's nest. But I thought you get like honey or like ointment from it for healing. Okay, so we just killed this poor helpless python. And let's at least eat it and see how that feels. Okay. Eat.
Tasty.
Tasty. I was hoping we'd get a little animation there. Eat a snake of any type. Okay, let's also try the mushrooms.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. All right, so those are emergency food. So you'll see I can keep 3 animals alive and in a cage with me. Yeah. Oh, maybe Wit says the alligator things were maybe caimans. That could very well be true. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so that's what I've explored so far. That's where I need to go. Gee, I wonder how I'm going to do this. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear where the area is that's laid out. Okay, let's go. I have a sniper rifle now, as though I need it. Okay, so it's still using... this is like Peace Walker. It's giving you like the Peace Walker thing. I also have this mic. You can hear things far away. Not much right now. Oh, I got my knife. Ready? Okay. Oh, is that another snake? It's another snake. All right, sorry, Snakey. You're not even hurting me. Do I have to be standing to do anything? It's just so sad, just kicking these poor snakes. But yeah, that dissolve effect is really nice. I'm kind of curious how they pull that off. Do they switch from a static mesh or a skeletal mesh to like a geometry cache at that moment? Like it freezes at the moment. Maybe it uses the pose tool in Unreal Engine, creates a pose from that pose. There has to be like a swap. I don't think it's going right from a skeletal mesh into something that completely dissolves. It's possible. That'd be a kind of an advanced material effect, but more likely I think that the moment you kick it, it freezes, does a swap into something else, and then dissolves with some kind of like Niagara effect. Just speculating here. Hey, butterflies. Nice butterflies. My first soldier. Okay. So I'm going to hit him with a sniper rifle, right? All right. All right, let's try the CQC thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. That felt good, I guess. Yeah, and then I can hide him. I remember when Metal Gear Solid 2 first came out, and they showed that you could hide people in like lockers and stuff, and I was like, that's so cool. The guys don't just disappear, you have to actually hide them. I don't know how long he's going to stay asleep for, but look. Oh, no, I want to crawl through there. There's stuff in there. There, okay. Bug juice. I honestly don't even remember what bug juice does. Into the grass. Hey, bird. Oh, yeah, I should have got one of those guys. We do have some food over here, though. Some food. Yum. As you might expect, food is nice to eat. So that's interesting. So the B button can help me crouch, but also the Y button. It's like the Y is more if I'm doing like a quick dodge roll sort of thing. Oh boy. Yeah, this makes it a little bit hard to see what I'm doing. Where's this guy? Where's this dude? He's over there. All right, there's 2 of these guys, though. I'm going to try to just sneak up behind him. Uh-oh. Oh, there's another guy over there. I forgot. Oh, ow. Did I just give him a bloody nose? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be non-lethal here. All right, this guy's like, whose footprints are these? All right, and then I don't quite understand the cover system yet. This is kind of like the equivalent of hiding in a locker. Cover. Okay, I'll make a noise. I can make a noise. He's going to be like, hey, what's wrong? So if I made a noise right now, he'd know exactly where I was. Is he going to abandon his friend? He's just like, oh, not my problem. Into the ground. Man, these guys are too easy. And then I got to like shake him around a little bit to get his stuff. Give me your things. Give me your things. dragging his face across the ground. I don't know. I didn't think as much when I was a kid about like, ow, you're just dragging someone's face across rocks and dirt and sticks. That's pretty rough. I think everyone's got two things. Okay, you got sniper rifle ammo. Yeah, good ragdolls. Pretty easy in Unreal Engine, by the way, to turn a skeletal mesh into a ragdoll. You just have to change like the physics settings, and that's easy to do at runtime. One of the early things I teach people when I teach like runtime animation in Unreal is basically how to have your character run, and then die, where you just like activate physics, and it's very smooth, very straightforward. You can also use a very cool node called something like set all bodies below simulate physics, which is a good way to just make like something above a certain bone, like, you know, just from the, oh my God, I didn't know there was another guy here. Oh my God, I forgot about you. Hey, what's up, dude? Gotcha. Totally forgot there's another guy here. Luckily, he didn't radio for anyone, so I think I'm okay. Starting in MGS2, you can shoot radios, and then they can't call for backup. I think the same thing is true here. I totally forgot there was a fourth guy. I was like, there are 3 guys in this area. I'm safe now. I can also hold them up if I come up behind them, and then I can just make them like shake and give me stuff that way. All right, we got about 10 minutes left here. What was I saying? Something about set all bodies below simulate physics. Yes. Oh, that's a regular keratin. So that's what they looked like in the first game. Can I just punch you? No, I'm a little too high up. Spins around though. Okay, so interesting. We got 2 different kinds of guys in here. That's different. That's different from the original game. Anyway, set all bodies below simulate physics. Yes, if you wanted to just have like the upper body like flop around a little bit, maybe you've got a character who's like a little drunk or something like that. That is something you can do. All right, so the Y button will always make me roll, but I can also roll into a prone position. I think that was true in the original game as well. Yeah, if you had a drunk character and you wanted them, thermal goggles. I didn't know I could get thermal goggles this early. I guess it has been a little while since I played this. I think the last time I actually played this game all the way through was maybe 2010. So yeah, I am a little bit out of practice here, but let's turn on our thermal goggles because it's totally just a cheat. Where are they? Where's my thermal goggles? Or are they in my backpack? I might have to take them out of my backpack. Oh, there's where photo mode is. Okay, let's take a quick look at photo mode. Fixed game screen, center on character. What can I do? Focal length. You know what's funny is when I first played Metal Gear Solid 2, I remember watching the original trailer that came out in like, 2000, 2001. Might have been 2000 when the first one came out. And I remember saying, like, these cutscenes look so good. I wish video games gave you a way to, like, make your own cutscenes, basically. Like, record your gameplay and then go back over a section of what you recorded and then make your own little cinematic trailer. And we still don't quite have that, but photo mode, of course, has become very, very popular. This looks good. Precision control on. What's precision control do? Is it just slower? Maybe it's a little slower. All right, what else we got? We got depth of field. Change the aperture. Lower aperture is more depth of field. Ooh, that looks pretty glitchy. Something like that. Autofocus on or off. Lens flare on, off. Image correction. Film grain. Yeah, look at all that film grain. So this is really straightforward post-processing effect stuff in Unreal. Sharpness, very sharp. Saturation. More color. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm in some kind of fever dream. Feels more like Apocalypse Now. Chromatic aberration. Oh yeah, chromatic aberration should be like a spice. Use it with like a very, very light touch to get that to work. Filter, action movie, bleach bypass. Interesting. Legacy. Yeah, the legacy, what some people call the piss filter, is, yeah, that looks just like MGS3. That's pretty wild. I'll stick with none for now. Vignette on. That is a very strong vignette. Why would that be the default vignette amount? That is way too strong. Yeah, it just gives you a little bit more of a thing to draw the eyes in. And then framing, 4:3, CinemaScope, photographic print. Why not Polaroid? Give me a Polaroid. That does give me a Polaroid. Force Operation X. I have no idea what Force Operation X is. That's kind of cool. It's like you're looking through a cardboard box. You've created a time paradox. Those are fun. Okay, cool. What else? Hide characters, hide all but Snake, hide Snake only. And then logo. Got some different logos. Cool. All right. It's a pretty good photo mode. I don't do a ton of stuff with photo mode, but that's kind of fun. Then view hide menu, and then, I don't know, print screen or something. Oh boy, did I break it by doing that? Great. Nice job, Alex. Because on PlayStation, I would hit the share button. I'm not sure what I think in Steam, there's like some shortcut for doing a photo capture kind of thing. Boop. Did that do anything? Boop. No. Okay. Well, it's part of the stream. It's in the stream, so whatever. Nice photo, Alex. Okay, out of photo mode. What was I doing? I was trying to go to my backpack, which is not the button I would expect it to be, and pull out my survival goggles. See, look, I got all these things in my backpack. I would think that you would automatically just equip things until your hands are full. You know, I'm not going to use that directional mic in the near future. If I grabbed one of these things like the hornet's nest, see, somehow I'm storing this. Oh, F12. Thanks, Marshall. Let's try F12 real quick. Yeah, that did it. Thanks, F12. Shows how much I use Steam. Yeah, I can throw one. I'm going to throw the hornet's nest at the guys in the next section. That'll be fun. And then for items, let's turn on our thermal goggles. There we go. See, equipment limit reached. Let's do thermal goggles. Fake death pill. That'll be a plot point later on. All right, let's try some thermal goggles. Oh, yeah. Ooh, now this might not be the way thermal goggles actually looked in MGS3. Actually, you know what? No, they did this by the time they did MGS2, so I guess they did do this by MGS3. I mean, you know, just a really easy way to scan the environment and be like, are there any items or animals I've forgotten? So, boy, the CRT effect is really intense, but like, let's see if I can get that bird. Oh boy, really hard to see though. Okay, so I know there's a bird like right about there. Did I get you? Yeah, I got the bird. Okay, birds are hard to get. Bird D. Definitely the name of a bird. All right. Progressing right along. All right, we got 9 minutes. Let's see if I can like rush over to Sokolov real quick. We'll fly through these next couple sections. Now throw some hornets at these guys. Run across the bridge. Actually, I can shoot the hornet's nest too. Snake looks good. Hair looks good. It all looks good. And, you know, if you've got a 5090, I mean, no need to complain about frame rate. Smirk. Give me that smirk. That gives me an idea. A hornet's nest. All right. Hey, huh? Oh my God. Oh, geez, this is awful. Ah! Whee! All right, let's get a couple little bits of fruit too. I wish I didn't have to waste my tranquilizer. Oh, that's not even a fruit. Where did the fruit go? I could have sworn there was fruit up here. Oh, I'll turn on my thermal goggles. There's the fruit. But see, I can't aim with the thermal goggles on. So, all right. Fruit. Okay, and then there's gonna be a guy coming back, I think. Maybe not. Oh, this bridge. It won't be long before I'm down there. Spoiler alert. Oh my God. Don't press the B button. Don't press the B button. Ready weapon. Oh yeah, I forgot about the one-handed shooting. That's great. Also, I got to keep an eye on my stamina here. Yeah, or I will fall. Oh, wait. No, wait. How do I get back up? How do I get back up? I thought it's the A button. Snake, climb back up. Climb back up. Why won't you climb back up? Oh, no. I'm going to fall. I'm totally going to fall. Why can't I climb back up? Come on. Climb. Okay, I guess I can't just press the A button. I guess I have to pause and then do it. Rickety bridge feels good. You know, there's some things in in old PlayStation games. There's a railing. How do I keep falling off? There's literally a railing there. The railing should be stopping me from falling off. I was gonna say sometimes in old games, physics just actually felt a little bit better. Like I was actually wondering with this bridge how it would feel. It's a tough thing to explain, but like Crash Bandicoot or whatever, like something about the way physics worked in PlayStation 1 then really did it for me. And I feel like sometimes we lose that in newer games. Also think about like the way the cars handled in Vice City versus like newer Grand Theft Auto games, which I'm sure was intended to be more realistic, but just didn't feel as fun to me. And I just want to say those bridge physics felt great. So good job, bridge physics. Oh my God, there's still a guy over there. All right. Is it the enemy? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I can throw a grenade. A grenade would be vicious. Instead, what I'm going to do... Wow, there's a lot of them. Let's throw a hornet's nest at them. Okay, ready? Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Hornet's nest. Just like a grenade. Oh, no. Oh, I thought we could actually make it a real hornet's nest. All right, I guess we're going for grenade then. Sorry, guys. Or I could do a smoke grenade and just run right past them. See, we'll be all non-lethal. Okay, run, run, run. They'll never see me. Okay, now they saw me. I thought there was a way to actually run. Maybe that didn't come to like Peace Walker or something like that. But here's the thing, they don't follow you from area to area. So it's pretty easy to get out of those situations. Darn, I really thought the hornet's nest was going to get them. All right, I got 5 minutes here till my meeting. Just gonna run up to Sokolov, and we're not gonna have time for the cutscene, but I can at least maybe get over there.
I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held.
This is a very, very abandoned factory. It is a dump. You're right, Snake. Oh, yeah. Not a very interesting cutscene if you just look at Snake looking through binoculars.
Security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
That growling. I wonder how many are inside. A perimeter? Sentries?
Objective, Sokolov.
Yes, thanks. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I like how he has somehow like drone footage of flying around the factory there. How'd you do that? Okay, I'm gonna be real efficient about this. Not even gonna be that sneaky. I'm just gonna put everyone to sleep. Oh, I forgot about that bullet drop. Yeah, so I just got both of them. So it'll take a second. They're both gonna pass out in a moment. They're like, what was that? Just my imagination. So you're down. I know, this isn't very sportsmanlike, as Andre the Giant would say. Oh, come on, you gotta come down too. All right, well, we'll hide over here for a moment. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. He's gotta pass out like any second now. Okay, let's just finish this off real quick. Get to Sokolov. Oh, Snake. Hi, Snakey. I think there's supposed to be a guy over here somewhere. Let's take a peek. Nope. Oh, and someone sees me. Uh-oh. Get up, Snake! Some rats under here. Who's coming? You gonna peek under there? Snakes, rats. Look at you guys just being friends with each other. That's cool.
What's wrong?
Oh, what's wrong? I thought there was a... Oh, cool. We see the little wood planks there. I thought there was a way I could just like go right up into Sokolov's room. Maybe I'm imagining that. It's like a very sneaky way to get in. No, maybe not. Okay. I just have to circle around a little bit. All right, is there a guy back here? Nope. But I can roll down that barrel, which is very fun. Oh my god. Hey, dude. All right. Don't mind me. What's wrong? Okay, here we go. I can do this. I can climb up on the roof and then kind of drop down. See if there's anyone else up here. Not till Ocelot later. All right, can I fall down there without killing myself? Oh, someone sees me. What's that sound? I'm not that loud. Come on. All right, this is actually a good way to prevent myself from dying. Is, you know, you actually like do the thing where you're like, oh, and then you you actually have less drop there. Oh, let's look at the fire. Okay, we're gonna look at the fire, then we're gonna end the call. End the stream. Maybe I'll be back later. I gotta figure out how much stuff I gotta get done today. I like how he's like looking at each one. Like, should I burn this one? Yeah, I should burn this one. Should I burn this one? Also, in the secret theater, he's just burning like Playboy magazines, which is kind of hilarious. Fire looks good. Nice Unreal Engine fire. Always curious when you do fire as like a particle effect versus like a video, right? So like our friends over at PureBlank, like when they do ArcViz, their fire is always just a video on like a slightly bent mesh with an alpha channel. This looks like actual Niagara, of course. Brick looks good. Sokolov looks good. Everyone looks a little more weathered, like they've been through a little more in this compared to the original game. Nice light shafts coming in through the window.
What does it mean?
It looks good.
It means he's a man of his word.
Okay, I gotta hop onto a call that's starting now. But thanks, folks, for tuning in for my first stream in like 2 years here. And maybe I'll be back later. Maybe I'll just pause this here. Colonel Volgan of Gru. That's a good place to pause. He's crazy.